I'm George from George Young Sports Rehabilitation. I really hope you're well today. It occurred to me that, like me, most of you will have started to do a little bit more walking or running to enjoy some activity outside. And you might find that you're a little bit tighter than your usual after having spent other time sat at your desk working from home or working schooling the children. So I thought I'd share with you my stretch routine and see if you can benefit from some of that. We're going to start with the calves, and then we're going to look at our hip flexors and our hamstrings and our glutes, the areas that really do get tight after a long walk or a run. So we'll come into standing. And from standing, we're going to take a slightly longer than normal stride. And we're going to bend this back leg. So this is my left leg. We're going to bend the back leg and just feel the weight of that leg and our body go through the leg and into the calf. So we should be able to take the toes of our front foot off the floor, just balance through on that calf. And where you should be feeling this stretch is here, in the lower calf, in the soleus. Okay. So we'll hold that stretch. Most stretches we hold for somewhere between 15 and 30 seconds. Okay, so we're going to come up a little bit and then making this leg straight and planting that foot with the toes down. And then just lean back into that and stretch through. Now we should feel the stretch in the gastrocnemius just here. If you don't feel it there, then just pull off the toes, reach for the toes and hold there, and you should again start to feel that stretch in the upper part of the calf, in the gastroc near the knee. Okay, so now swapping feet. Again, just make sure that you're nice and balanced. Okay, and then just drop through that back knee. Feel that stretch in that lower calf, in that soleus. Lift the toes on the front leg if you really want to make sure that you're fully loading through that back foot. Okay, and then put the toes on the front foot down, straighten this front leg and just reach back and then lift those toes. Reach for the toes and feel the stretch in that gastrocnemius. Now you might also feel some stretch here in the hamstrings, especially if you're more tight in those zones than in your calves. Okay, so coming facing sideways, take feet slightly wider than hip width. Okay, and we're going to just bend forward at the hips, reaching out and then down towards the mat. And depending on your flexibility, you might get to here and you might get a lot lower than me. We're just stretching really to feel through the back of the hamstrings here. Some people might feel it on the inside of the leg. Okay, so I'm going to bend that left knee, coming over to the side, plant your left hand and reach the right one up. This is really just opening up all the fascia along the front of the body, allowing everything to move. Okay, back to centre. And then bend the right leg again, keep that left leg planted. You might feel more stretched down one side than the other. And then we're going to do exactly the same, rotating up to the left. Okay, and then back to centre. Okay. So this next one is going to take us into a yoga lunge, so we need to go quite long. Okay, keeping that back leg nice and straight. We're then going to lean the knee over our toes. Okay, and feel that stretch through the hip flexors here. Okay, we've just got to drop that knee to the mat and then lean further forward. Should feel a nice stretch happening at the front of the hips. If this isn't enough for you and you feel like you could do with some more, You can always grab that back foot, bring yourself into a nice stretch through the quads. This might take the stretch further around the knee, maybe around the side of the quad as well. Okay, and from here we're going to do the right hamstring, so we're going to drop the bottom back towards our heel, and then we're going to lean forward over the leg and feel that stretch in that right hamstring. You might need to keep inching your way lower, but make sure there is a bend here in that knee. Okay, so coming from here, we're going to take this into pigeon pose. So we're just going to slide our right foot towards our left hand, and I'll put our right knee towards our right hand, slide ourselves back, and then we're in pigeon pose. You can rest down on your elbows or stay up here, entirely up to you. And this is stretching through that right glute, really eking out any tension from the walking or running. Okay, coming back up onto all fours, sliding that back. Okay, we're going to stand back up onto our feet. I'm going to take the left leg into that long lunge, keeping the right leg nice and straight and inching ourselves forward, left knee over left toes, feeling that stretch along our hip flexors. Okay, dropping that knee to the mat and then inching forward a little bit more. Like I say, you can reach for that back toe and just stretch through that right quad even more. Okay, and then we're going to stretch our hamstring, so inching our bottom backwards, keeping that foot on the ground, and then folding over. This is definitely my tighter leg. Okay, and then into pigeon, so sliding the foot over, dropping the knee down, just inching that back leg away, and dropping into the comfortable position for you. Okay, and then come into sitting. So those are just a few of my simple moves that I use to help relax my muscles after a long walk or a run. I hope that you find them useful. If you'd like more specific exercises, or if you have a mobility issue that limits some of the benefit you can get from those, you can always get in touch with @GY Sports UK. I'm available on Facebook and on Twitter, and happy to help. Take care.